Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Siebert. It's time for the tropical forecast here on YouTube. Now, not a big surprise, just like the last couple of days. Nothing organized out in the Atlantic Sea Basin. We still have these minor tropical waves coming off of Africa, working their way across the Atlantic. And if you look very carefully, you really don't see anything organized. It's just kind of spotty showers here or there. Occasionally we'll see some firing up, but nothing that's going to become organized, tropically speaking, out in the eastern parts of the Atlantic. Now, as we come out here to the west, we got a lot more action going on. You have some convection that is coming off from the Bahamas. You see some action also close to Bermuda. But while we're seeing showers, they're not tropical in nature as far as becoming tropical disturbances and not expected to over the next 5 days. Now, it is interesting, though, to see this line of showers. Now, what's happening here is a lot of that moisture is actually moisture in the upper levels of the atmosphere from the Pacific Ocean. It's not really what's going on from the Gulf of Mexico. So what is happening is this moisture is coming across, it gets lifted up very high, it's moving very fast. So yes, it is going to produce showers, but it's not going to get that spin and that organizational spin that you would have on your normal type of tropical system. So Cuba's going to see a lot of rain out of this, but it's nothing that's going to be organized. Now, what is interesting also, as we look a closer look here, just to the south and west of Texas, do you see this little disturbance right there? I mean, it's not really all that impressive. That little disturbance is what's actually going to bring a chance for rain in southeast Texas for Saturday and a little bit on Sunday. So these disturbances, which are again coming all the way from the Pacific, and they move across Mexico, and then as they get closer to us, we get a little better idea what they're going to do. And that's just enough of kind of moving in the atmosphere to bring us a few showers that we'll see on the weekend. That is it. Beyond that, it's also not going to become anything tropical. Wanted to show you this also. This is the moisture. You see how the green is here? That's the humidity that we normally deal with here in southeast Texas. Now, this is Tuesday afternoon. Now, this line right here is what we call the dry line. So the dry air is in the brown, the humid air is the green. And what this is showing is a cold front, a strong cold front that's going to come in and have a huge influence on Texas. Now, notice, see how the brown takes up almost the entire western United States. When you see that, that's a good indication that it's a big cold front. Remember, we were talking about cold fronts. Cold fronts and tropical weather do not mix. In fact, that's one of the reasons why things have been slower to begin with also, is we had some cold fronts that pushed the storms out of the way. So let's put this into motion. This is Tuesday going into Wednesday, and here it comes. So you see that line all the way from Canada to Houston, and then off it goes. So the humidity gets pushed to the east. Now this front, again being a strong cold front, will then move out into the Atlantic, and if anything were to form, it would also get pushed out to sea. So what I'm doing right now is looking out into the future, trying to say, okay, a week from now, 10 days from now, is there anything possible that we could see developing? And at this point, because what I'm seeing here, probably not. Now, isn't it interesting, when we earlier in the month, when we got to Peter, Rose, Sam, Teresa, Victor, we're like, okay, we're certainly going to get to Wanda. We're certainly going to get to that next list, aren't we? The question is, will we even get to Wanda before the season is over? That remains to be seen, but if you were a betting person, that's the kind of thing you might see in Vegas, because at this point, those odds are definitely going to be changing. That's our forecast for today. We'll see you next time.